Okay, so I did the other breasts, and I got everything in the pot. Pot's almost full. Oh, good thing I used a big one. Okay, this is the leftover gravy from the coloring sauce. I'm gonna turn on the heat again, and gonna mix up the gravy, the turkey gravy. You know what? I would expect to use only one bag. And you probably could just use one bag. Let's just play it safe. Let's go 2 bags. Okay. There's always room for extra gravy. We can always put it on the side, save it for later for like hot turkey sandwiches or something like that. Anyway, this already has a flavor in it. So we already deglazed this pan from the earlier breast, and let's heat this up. Actually, I don't even have to do this. I could have just tossed it in, but I just wanted to show you that you can do it this way. You don't have to. You can just dump everything in the pot, because I mean it's gonna sit there for 2 to 3 hours, so it's not as if it's not gonna mix up. So I'm just trying to get the lumps out. I was thinking about adding the mushrooms now, but don't really need to. We just wanted to keep the turkey to taste like turkey. As far as the vegetables, normally with a pot roast I add vegetables and stuff like that. But I think in this particular case, people expect turkey to taste like turkey and not like carrots or... Yeah, I mean, it might taste a little oniony, but let's just keep the turkey as turkey. Okay, so that's nice and thick. You can see it's nice thick gravy. And then we're just gonna pour it all over. Okay. Now I'm gonna have to add, because I'm braising this, you can see it. I just covered everything. And because I gotta add a little bit more, maybe about say about 2.5, maybe 3 cups of water, because it's all gonna reduce down from the steady simmering. So what we're gonna do is, let's start with 1.5 cups. We're just gonna deglaze this pan, and it's already, because everything's hot already, it's already starting to boil. So I'm gonna bring this to a boil, but I don't want to burn the chicken on the bottom, because remember, it's all being pressed down by... I'm going to pour this liquid on the side so I don't wash off the gravy on the turkey right now. And okay, so I got about this much gravy sauce in here, and the rest is just the turkey and the chicken. Let's look for the cover, and I'm going to bring this to a boil just to get it started. It's already on high. So once it starts boiling and I get steam coming out, I'm going to turn it down to simmer and just let it slow cook for, let's see, maybe, I would say at least 1.5 hours. Maybe 2, but I wouldn't go more than 3. I mean, it's going to be on simmer. If you have a crock pot, you could do it that way. But you would have to cook everything in a pan and then toss it in the crock pot and slow cook it. If you have one of those one pot cookers, same thing. I'm not too sure about the workings of it. Even though we have one here in a corner, I haven't started using it. If you're doing it in a rice pot, you turn on the rice pot, let it come to a boil, and then in that particular case, I would let it boil at least 5 minutes, and then put it on warm, and then come back maybe half an hour later, turn it back on again to get it hotter. Because with the rice pot, it's not enough to actually cook the turkey all the way through. The turkey has to cook at a higher temperature than beef. So So to be on the safe side, you want it to boil a little longer than you would beef. A lot of times I just bring the beef to a boil for 15 minutes. I turn it on warm, and then I just let it coast the rest of the way for 4 or 5 hours, and it's fine. But with turkey or chicken or something like that, you want to make sure it's cooked at least most of the way before you put it on warm. So in order for that to happen, at least 15 to 30 minutes. The turkey's real thick, so it's gonna have to go longer. Okay, and if you're doing it in the right spot. Since I can control the heat on this, I got it to, you get the steam coming out. Yeah, it's boiling really good now. So I'm just gonna turn it down to on my stove. I found that I can fry chicken at 3.5, but I don't want to be that hot because it will burn chicken at 3.5. So I'm gonna go down to 2 digital on the stove, which is like little lower than medium low. Okay, so it's just like simmer. You can still see, I can still see little bubbles popping up. That's fine. I'm just gonna let it sit. Just keep an eye on it, make sure it doesn't run out of liquid. The way you can tell if it's ready is like about an hour and a half from now, the whole room will fill with the smell of turkey, like roasted turkey. And that's when you know you're getting close. Once you hit to that part, you let it go through for another half an hour, and then you turn it off, and then you let it coast the whisk or put it on warm. Okay. Once you get that real nice turkey smell pre-meeting the kitchen, let it go for half an hour more, 30 minutes, and then put it on warm after that. Okay, or simmer, low simmer. Okay, you're done at that point. Okay, you just want it to mellow out the flavors. Okay, so that's it. The next time we look at this, we'll be removing the cuts, putting it on the side, chilling it out for tomorrow to cut up. And as far as the gravy, I can add mushrooms to it, giblets if I have giblets or whatever, and then add to that small pieces. If you have like after you cut the turkey, you have odds and bits and pieces, cut it up, dice it up, throw it in the gravy if you like chunky gravy. Okay, but otherwise this just has to cook and it's done for the day. And tomorrow morning I'll boil the vegetables, carrots, potatoes, or whatever other vegetables I want to serve, like buttered corn or whatever. You just cook that the normal way. You don't need the turkey flavoring in those items. Okay, so the main star of the turkey dinner is turkey flavored turkey. Okay, not other flavors. Okay, the traditional turkey flavored turkey. So in this case, we're sneaking in the chicken, but we also have turkey on top. Okay.